everyone, I'm Katie. I'm an artist, business coach and founder of Step Up Create. And today we're going to be talking a little bit more about creativity and specifically how you can develop your creativity. We saw in the last video that we are all creative and that we're all useful for different parts in the creative process. But this doesn't take away from the fact that you might want to develop your creativity. And for me, there are 3 different ways we can work on that, and it depends how you frame creativity. So this might be creativity as a muscle, creativity as a mindset, or creativity as a practice. Let's have a look at the muscle first. So it's similar to training your muscles in the gym. It's unlikely that you are latently creative, you don't do anything creative, then suddenly when the need arises, you jump up and you're super creative. For most of us, and I include myself in this, we need to practice. We need to practice to be creative. We need to do different tasks, different things that can help us to develop it. Now, you might want to check out my free PDF on this. You can see the link below, and this will give you 10 ways in which to improve your creativity starting today, and there's specific tasks that you can work on. Just be aware of what happens to you as you move through these tasks and take some notes. So that's creativity as a muscle. The next one is creativity as a mindset. For me, it's easy to think about this with the mindset that we use for improvisational theatre. And in improvisational theatre, 3 things are really important. First of all, noticing more, letting go, and using everything. Let me explain more. So noticing more is all about observing what's going on around you, getting off the iPhone as you're walking around a little bit, really seeing a little bit more than what you usually see and taking that interest in seeing that, whether that's the shadows on the ground or whether it's really how people are interacting or something that's really insightful for your business. The next one is about letting go. And this is very much about you and your limiting beliefs or things that are in your head that might be saying, you're not very creative. What are you doing? You know, all of this kind of thing these things that are sort of taking away from your possibility to be creative. And finally, there's use everything. Now, use everything is exactly what it says. It's about using everything you have. Sometimes we have a tendency to separate who we are into the bit that's creative and all the other stuff I did before. But what we want to do is connect all the stuff that you've ever done and mix it all together, because this is you, and it will lead to more creativity. So if you were in finance previously, or you're working in finance, don't sort of write off, oh, finance isn't creative, so therefore I shouldn't think in that way or include that kind of thing in my creative process. Throw it in as well, see what happens. This will lead to increased creativity. So those are the sort of 3 key areas of mindset. Obviously, there's a lot more that goes into mindset, and we can talk about the beginner's mindset, we can talk about co-creation, we can talk about a more human approach, all of these things that are typical in a design thinking or innovation process, and you'll know that are necessary. But just changing a little bit your mindset in those 3 areas will make a huge difference to how creative you are. Finally, I like to think of creativity as a practice. And I think the guys at Nike did the best job of really clarifying what this is. It's just do it. Identify something that you want to do, a way that you want to be more creative, whether that is something at work or whether that is an interest. It could be music, it could be art, it could be anything like that. It could also just be coming up with some solutions to some of the work problems you're facing, whatever. Identify that, put a frequency on it and do it. Just keep on doing it. It's a practice. You will get better. I've recently been doing a 100-day project for painting, which is just me painting the same size every day in the same type of paint and just seeing what happens. This is hugely instructive. It really helps me to see how my creativity is developing, what's going on, days when I'm feeling less creative and what might have happened there, really getting to know myself and my creativity. Developing a practice is really important for that, and it doesn't have to be an art practice, it could be anything else, but just where there is a spark of creativity. So from this video, I hope you take away that it is possible to train creativity. It is a skill that you can work on. And there are 3 key ways of doing this through thinking about it as a muscle, thinking about it as a mindset, and thinking about it as a practice. See you in the next video.